Thanks for joining, guys, especially on a Saturday. I don't think anyone from Singapore has joined. If you guys join, just give me a shout. It's 11 p.m. I know. So let's start ahead. Just a brief introduction about who I am. I am myself Manish. I am the Salesforce Singapore Developer Group co-leader. So we organize Salesforce meetup similar to your Delhi meetup or any other meetups in Singapore. And I have like 9 years of experience in Salesforce technology. I've been working on different clouds throughout this experience. I've worked as a consultant, admin, developer, everything. So I've been played all kinds of roles. Currently working in Kaleido in Singapore as a Salesforce platform specialist, but mostly into marketing cloud now. So if you guys you need anything from marketing cloud, or in fact anything, you can reach me out there on SFDC Fanboy. That's my online name. That's the blog also, sfdcfanboy.com. I'm writing some technical stuff there. And about Delhi Salesforce Developer Group, probably Atul should be the right guy to explain about this. Atul, over to you.
Thank you, Manish. Thank you very much. And definitely it's quite late on your end. So this was an experiment from my side to see if we can, attract more people during this time. And I'll definitely be sending out a survey after the session is over to understand exactly what's the best time for the people in India to join these kind of sessions. All right. So guys, going ahead, a little about New Delhi. Most of you have been joining these sessions for quite some time now, and today is definitely a pretty awesome session. Thank you to Manish, who has been kindly awesome enough to be ready for this session. He's created some beautiful slides, and definitely since Spring 18 is almost there, it's very important that we have these kind of sessions so that we understand what are the new technologies and new features that are coming up in Salesforce. So about New Delhi, guys, we started our journey in February 2016. Again, I can't say started, but we kind of revived the group. We started with 240 members. Now we have around more than 1,300 members joining in from all over India. And you can join the community via this bit.ly link. Now, I've been pushing you guys to, go ahead and join the collaboration community or the Trailblazer community group that we have. So it's kind of a charter group where we can collaborate, we can share files, we can do all sorts of things that you can do in a charter group in Salesforce. So I definitely want to create it as a hub where we can share our knowledge, we can share all the news, updates and everything. And you'll find some beautiful updates over there. I kind of curate all the material, all the awesome material that is being posted on a regular basis throughout the collaboration community, and try to curate it and put it all there in the New Delhi group. So do join it so that you don't miss all the awesome updates. Manish, can we go to the other slide? For those of you who have been joining us for the first time, here's a brief idea exactly what we are talking about here, what are Salesforce Saturdays and how they started. So Salesforce Saturday was started by Stephanie Herrera in Austin, Texas. They used to meet up every Saturday in a coffee shop. They still do, or anywhere they can share some space, and they used to learn and talk about Salesforce. Now it's now a global phenomenon. Since last 1.5 years, it has spread out to more than 25 Salesforce Saturday groups over 5 continents. And during the end week of October, we had specifically on 20th of October, we had a global Salesforce Saturday where all the group members, they joined in, and we kind of had a trailhead challenge. You can follow hashtag trailhead challenge or hashtag global Salesforce Saturday on Twitter, and you can see exactly what we did and how awesome it was. For India, it comprises of online knowledge sharing sessions and trailhead challenges. So we have been doing these sessions, and both offline, online, and trailhead challenges offline in Delhi for quite some time. And the other groups like Bangalore group, which is being handled by Madan, he's also doing virtual Salesforce Saturday sessions. And there are other multiple groups like Pune and Bangalore is there, Jaipur has come up. So these groups have also, Mumbai have also started their Salesforce Saturday chapters. And we are seeing continuously more engagement and more activity on these groups as well. So this was a brief idea about Salesforce Saturday, guys. Over to you, Manish.
Okay. For today's agenda, I'll be focusing on Spring 18 release. What are the release dates? And I would be focusing more on Lightning experience highlights itself. And then I'll be talking about Lightning report builder and dashboard enhancements. For each, most of the highlights, I'll also show how it looks and feel. In the develop, I've got a developer edition for Spring 18, so I'll be showing those as well. You might be wondering, there's no classic experience highlights because for this release, there's no such specific classic only release. So everything what's been released in classic, it's of course by default it's being released in Lightning experience. So there's nothing specific for classic. And there are few features which are released in Lightning experience. They are not part of classic also. Those also I'll just highlight to you while I go through these. Forward-looking statement. This is, I must put this slide because it's mandatory. Just to let you know that you have to make your purchasing decisions based on what's currently available and not based on what I talk about, because I'll be talking about few features which are not fully available, I would say. So just make sure that you make your decisions based on what's currently available. Before I start, so I'll talk about the logo. So every release, Salesforce has this logo. So Salesforce has finalized these 4 logos based on the Salesforce characters it has, and it gives back to the public to vote for it. And the winner is this time for Spring 18, it's Cody the bear. So we have other logos as well, like Cloudy, Astro, and Hootie. For this time, as public, we have chosen this. So this will be the logo you will see for Spring 18 everywhere. And talking about release dates, it's already been released in your sandbox instances last week on Jan 5th. And if you are on preview instance, you would have already seen few of the features. If you're on non-preview sandbox instance, then you would get it on Feb 9th. So Feb 9th and 10th would be the actual release dates for everyone. So even if you have non-preview or preview instance, your live production instance would get this all these features on Feb 9th. So I'll start with Lightning experience highlights. One very big change is Force.com platform. It is being renamed to Lightning platform. So you no longer call it Force.com platform because Salesforce has said it's the future is Lightning, and for the past few years at least it's been Lightning. So and also, as I mentioned, there's no classic only release or Force.com releases. So it's purely into Lightning platform it calls. But you might not see it the changes everywhere yet, because it would take some time for them to update it, all the documents and all to update it. But just to let you know that this will be how it will be addressed in the future by Salesforce. Talking about features, sales for this Lightning, they have introduced themes and branding. So currently, what colors, what brand image you see, it's a default one. So now you have the option to edit those or have your own themes. So by default, Salesforce is giving us 7 new themes. So it would vary based on the theme that you choose. So you can preview also each and every theme, and then you can activate it. So that's how you can change your theme. So basically the branding, and also I can show you this in my instance. So right now I'm here in my Spring 18 edition. This is the developer org. I'm in setup, themes and branding. You can see there are 7 Salesforce themes that is given. And one more thing is, so you can create your own theme. Let's say if your company wants to have their own branding, like your company has their own logo, their own colors, right? So you can do that also. So they just need to upload the branding colors. You have to choose the colors based on your company structure, then colors, images you can choose, then just upload it here, then it will automatically change. So, and also you can do for the, let's say if you want other, from the standard itself, you don't want the blue background color as you can see in the background. If you don't want that, then you can switch to a more you can switch to other one. Let's see if I try a preview of the other one, you would see some difference. See the color, the branding is changed. So that's how this is in themes and branding. You can have a look later. So go back to the slides. So it's very simple. You just have to upload your theme in that, and you will get your own branding. And the other new feature that they have introduced is temporary tabs. So right now, if you see any Lightning experience, you have those standard tabs from your objects like accounts, contacts, and all. But if you want to create a new tab, which is not related to your objects, like let's say if you want to create a tab for your list view, you don't want to go through list view. I mean, go to an object and see what's your favorite list view and then go till there. So you can create it, you create a temporary tab for it, and then access that temporary tab from the main navigation bar itself. So where would be this useful? Let me show. I'll just bring it down. So where this would be useful, let's say you are interested in this. I'll just end the preview of the theme. So I'm looking at all open leads. And if I want to make a temporary tab out of this, I'll go to this drop down at leads, and I'll click on this open in a new tab. It will not open in a browser tab. It will open in a tab within Salesforce. This is so you're not starting another session or another browser window. It's within this Salesforce tabs itself. You have this temporary tab. So the difference between the standard tab and a temporary tab is, you can see there's a star mark here. So it indicates that this is a temporary tab. And so even if you go back to leads and all, the temporary tab still stays there. So you can come back to this anytime you want. But if you log out of this session, then this would go. So this is only within sessions. But if you want to make this tab as a permanent one, you can still do it. So you can say add to my navigation bar. So it would become like a normal standard tab. So even if you log out now, you can still come back to this. So not just list views, you can do the same for your dashboard, or you can do the same for your reports. So let's say if your sales rep is more interested in your dashboards, he immediately wants to go to that particular dashboard. He doesn't need to go through the entire list and find that. You can just put it as one tab and just make it as a temporary tab. So temporary tabs are only within user level. So this is, if I add a temporary tab, no one else will see. So you can do, so it's more personalized tabs for structure. And if you want to remove this, because now it's no more temporary, if you want to remove this, you can just click on the edit of navigation bar, and at the bottom you should see this. So you can just remove this and save. So the temporary tab is gone. So this is another feature that's come along with the favorites, similar to favorites, I would say, but you have a separate tab. If you have lots of favorites, then again the list would be a long one. So you can make a temporary tab instead of a favorite one. Then another very nice feature is duplicate jobs. So currently for duplicate management, we already have matching rules and duplicate management, right? So when you set up those standard rules, I'll talk about what's the current feature like, what's the existing feature like. When you create a new record, it will, if it's a duplicate record, then using duplicate rules, it will highlight, it will show an error message saying, hey, this is an existing duplicate record, what do you want to do? So that's like an alert. So that is single record at a time. So what this duplicate jobs does is, you can create your own scheduled job. It will once you run that job, it will identify all the duplicate records in your Salesforce org, and it will generate reports and results. So as you can see in the bottom there, so there are some duplicate jobs that are run. So it will show how many duplicates are there for each matching rule, like 20 duplicates are there, and then what you want to do with those duplicates. So you can share those results with your admin, or you can go to the compare and merge. There's another tab called compare and merge. So you can compare those duplicate records, and if you think they are the same, then you can merge those records directly from within Salesforce. So you don't need to go for a third party tool or something. So this is all within Salesforce. And the matching rules, you can define your own matching rules, or Salesforce also has provided some standard matching rules currently, which we use for duplicate management. So you can use those rules, or you can create your own matching rules for this. But the only thing is this is available only for unlimited edition. So it's not yet in enterprise edition. I am not sure when this will be released for enterprise edition. But this is a very useful feature, especially for data cleansing. Then talking about lead conversion, when you convert a lead, generally you have the option to create a contact, account, and opportunity, right? So if you don't want to create an opportunity, then you have the option to hide that section completely using these two settings introduced now. So two settings, one setting is to completely hide the opportunity record, opportunity creation page. And the second option is to click that don't create an opportunity. There's a checkbox. You can check that box by default using these settings. Let me show this. So I'm in one of the leads here. And if I click on convert button, this is how we do generally. So it shows an account section, the contact section, and an opportunity section. So if you choose to create an account contact, then you would enter the information here. But if you want to hide this opportunity section, then that setting will help in hiding this section completely. So the users would only see the account and contact. Otherwise, there's another option, this checkbox that I was talking about, don't create an opportunity upon conversion. So this would be manual, automatically checked if I set that setting right. Otherwise, by default, this is not there. So your users are required to create an opportunity. If the requirement, your business requirement is that you don't want an opportunity to be created, you can just set the setting to make it as default. So this is also this screen is, if you haven't seen, this was released in the last release itself. So all lead convert within one screen. Going back to the presentation. Paths. So there's one update on paths. So if you're not aware of paths, path is one, as you can see the image there, you have the path of all the sales stages that an opportunity goes through or a lead goes through. So this is the path. You can set your stage based on that. So currently we only have paths can be used only on standard fields like opportunity stage or account status or contact status. Now that is changing. You can define your path on any of your pick lists. So in standard objects, this is only for standard objects. So you can define your paths based on any pick list field. So if your accounts, if you're not using the standard account status, or you have your own order status or some other status, then you can use those in the paths. One other minor feature released, this is for emails, but very useful one again. If you're currently the limit for sending emails within a Salesforce account is 5,000 emails per day. So if you are sending, let's say if you halfway through the day, you don't know how many emails have been sent for this today and what is the quota remaining for you today. So earlier we used to not get that information anywhere. Now within Email Composer, when you start writing an email from Salesforce, at the bottom it would display how many more, what is the remaining quota, that remaining quota as in how many emails more you can send this today. So that will be displayed there. So this is another very useful little bit byte that's very useful. And activity reminders. Currently, when there are tasks and events scheduled, you would get an update at a specific time at 8 o'clock in the morning or something. So if you want to change that activity reminders, then you have new setting introduced by Salesforce for this activity reminders. So you can set, if let's say if your office starts at 10 a.m., you want your reminders, all your daily reminders to be done at 10 a.m., then you can use this settings to update that. So you would not miss your reminders, because the default is at 8 a.m. So you can change that. And also you would get the other options are to set your reminders. So you would get your reminders for task, every task and event reminders within Lightning Experience. So let me show you once. So if you're looking at any of the screens, you have this notification at the top right corner. So all your notifications for tasks and events would be added up in this notification if you select those boxes. Otherwise, it would not be displayed in this notification. So the setting says show task reminders in Lightning Experience, show event reminders in Lightning Experience, so that your reminders would show up in the notification bar there. This is one of my favorite relay features this time. In validations rules, now you can access your custom metadata type. Earlier, we used to have only access to custom settings. Now we have the option to access the custom metadata types. And you can just select this custom metadata type from your insert field, like how you select your fields. So you just choose custom metadata type, then all the custom metadata types that you have defined would come up. Then you choose the field, and then you can use this to compare with your opportunity. Let's say custom metadata types we generally use to store static information, like my discount should be only 25% for the entire organization. Then you would set that in your custom metadata type, and your validation rule should be just say the discount should not be greater than or equal to the custom setting metadata type. It's very simple now. Earlier we used to create custom settings. Now we can create in custom metadata types. And there's a new data type released last release, but still in beta. It was in beta. That is time data type. Earlier we have date, time, date. Now we have a separate field for time. So this time is only to store your time, like 10 a.m., 9 p.m., any time related stuff you can store in this field type. And to support this field types, this release, they have introduced more formula fields. So you can use hour, you can use minute, second, millisecond to get from this time field. I'll show how a time field would look like. I'm looking at one of the leads again. I have a field with data type called time. So lead preferred meeting time. So let's say if I put 10 a.m. So I choose that data type as time, and I'm creating, adding this 10 a.m. So the time would show in this format. So this is the hours, minutes, seconds, and milliseconds. So you can use this in your reports, or you can use in the formulas to get your hour. So all these new functions that I've talked about, hour, minute, second, you can use those to get the correct information from that time field. And in flows, visual workflows or visual flows we call it. So there's a new component that has been added. This is to upload files directly from flow. Earlier, to do this, it was a lot of problem. We have to do a lot of coding. We have to do JavaScript and all. Now with this, you can just drag and drop that component into the flow, and the users will be able to upload the files directly in a flow itself. So this is a Lightning component that is created. So, and you have to select this component, force content file upload, and then you can configure few of the attributes. Then you should be able to use that feature. So I'm in a flow now. So generally when you add a field, this is my welcome screen, let's say. and there are field options, right? Text box, you can put currency and all. If you scroll down, then there is lightning component. So I'll use this lightning component in my screen, and you have the option to select this component that I was talking about, file upload, force content file upload. So your screen would be, it would show the file upload with the browse option and then upload and cancel options with this component. So you just have to do this and just give the values. I'll not be finishing this, but you can set the attributes. If you want to disable certain upload types, then you can choose the accepted formats. If you want to only upload, make users upload only PDF or only images, then you put this in formats and then configure this, then the screen is ready for you. So this is how it would look like once you configure all those attributes and save it. You have an upload and drop files here. This is related to lightning components. So if you have lots of lightning components on your pages, right? So if you want to conditionally hide them or show them, then we can use this visibility component visibility rules. So let's say you want to show, if you want to show a component on an opportunity, if only if the amount is above $1 million, let's say, you want to display that component, then you can use this visibility rules. You can set those. So what with the new release is you can not only use opportunity. Let's say if you're an opportunity object, you can use your related objects as well. Like if you can use your account, or you can use any other custom object, that lookup object that you have on your opportunity. You can use those fields also to set your component visibility rules. This is very useful generally if you're if you've configured your lightning experience for many of the users. This is one feature everyone asks, because when you develop a page, there will be many sections you don't want to show to different profile users or different users, right? So this is more like adding dynamic pages to your page layouts. Similar to your dynamic pages, we can do the dynamic conditional highlighting, conditional visibility on your homepage apps also, homepage components also. The only difference is if you're an object, you can choose your account or opportunity, right? But if you're on homepage, you would not, there's no specific object that you would be looking at. So on your homepage, the options for visibility would be different. So you can choose user related fields, or you can choose your client related fields. Client related as in you can choose whether this user is viewing this on a desktop, or if this user is viewing this page, your home page, on a mobile device. So if you want to hide those based on those conditions, also you can still do that on home pages. So this is a new feature that they've introduced. So you can use client, and as you can see in the image there, they're using form factor. So if your form factor is small, you want to display or hide one of the components, then you can do that. And you can also set based on the user. If user profile, you can use user region, you can use any other fields that you have on your user, you can use those to set the dynamicness. This is they've introduced a new Lightning app builder when you are editing your apps. So when you edit your apps, everything will be shown in a single page. So it would have your utility bar options, your pages, your profiles, your app options. So this is more like a consolidated view of all when you are editing an app. When you edit a page, you will see only the page related components, right? But when you edit an app, you will see everything related to the app within the same screen. So this is like they put everything in one place for easier access. One very important change for mainly for developers, I would say, is the URL of Lightning pages is changing. So all your entire Salesforce instance for Lightning, if you switch to Lightning experience, the URL is changing. So the current format, format in your domain, you would have this 1/1 and then you have the account name or list view or anything, right? So this 1 app is changing to Lightning. So if you are using in your code, if you are using the standard like 1/1.app, then that needs to be changed. All your pages or components or your uh, uh, apps, wherever you're using, you need to change this to Lightning. And if you see, so this is for account homepage. If it's a lead, then it would be Lightning/O. O stands for objects, and then lead. This is I'm referring to a filter name recent. So lead list view would be like this with Lightning. So everywhere, if you are using window.location or a location change, then you need to make sure that this is working. So this is a critical update. So you need to review this. So when you go to critical updates in your setup, this would be one of them. So you have to review this changes and do it in sandbox probably first. Then if it's ready, then you can move it to production. You can activate it in production as well after the changes are deployed. And if you have any installed packages from third app exchange, then you need to check those as well if it's unmanaged. So you have to take care of those also and make sure that the URL, the format is the right one with the new one. So this is after Spring 18 release. Yeah. If your sandbox is still not in Spring 18, then you would not be able to test this. So make sure your sandbox is in Spring 18, then activate the critical update and review the changes. So the ones that I've talked are major enhancements. The ones I would be talking about are the very minor ones, like UI changes and all. A few features which are not yet in, which were in Classic, now are being moved into Lightning feature. I call them as minor enhancements. So one of them is you have your deals component on your home page, right? Every time you switch to Lightning, this is the first main component that you would see. So earlier it was top deals. Now they're saying it key deals, and they have given us some customization options to set those deals. So as you can see in the related list view, list drop down, you can choose my opportunities or opportunity pipeline or any other list view that suits you. And you can, in your global search, you can use your email. When you search within your global search, it will also display results from your email. If you're, so you can search for your email subject, or you can search for your email text body also. So all those email results will also be displayed when you search in the top search bar. And you can add campaign members faster. Earlier, we have to click on add, then select the user, then save. The page loads again, then you choose another member, right? So now it's changed. Everything you can do right within this one screen. So you can type searching the leads or contacts, then it will display in the bottom. Then you select using a plus sign, and by default, it is also displaying the recently viewed contacts. So you can just choose from this plus sign and it will show up here. So there's no page load as such. So it will be very faster to select and easily searchable. And you will be staying on the same page throughout. And this is opportunity splits. This is an existing feature in Classic that is being finally available in Lightning Experience. But what enhancements that they have done is it's all inline editing. So you don't need to do it, click on edit button and then do this. This is just inline editing, and you can, all the features that are there in Classic are now available in Lightning Experience. And customizable ad product screen, similar to your campaign member ad screen. This is also, they have upgraded ad products. So you can search for products and update here. And one other feature is also, if the product description is huge, then you can use this setting to wrap the text. So it would be displayed within that column width. So you would see the entire product description within your view, so that it might not be like this. This is truncated, as you can see. If you use wrap text, then it would be displayed nice. And you can also drag and drop this width. Sorry, you can adjust the width of the products, so you can see the product name in full. So these are little features, but very useful, I would say. And territory management was earlier not fully available in Lightning Experience. Now it's available. Same features as Classic, so nothing new here. but now you can start using like territory management. And another new one is my territories opportunities. This was not there. So when you're building your reports on opportunities, you can use the territory opportunities. So it would display all your territory opportunities as well. All the territories you are managing, the opportunities will be displayed now. So this is all on Lightning experience. And I'll be talking about Lightning Report Builder. So even if you have noticed, if you are in Spring 18 already, the report builder is not Lightning Report Builder. It's a normal report builder that we have. Lightning Reporter Builder, Report Builder is a new one, and it's not yet released to everyone. So you will not see these features anywhere yet. So first they have not released, I think, because they want to match with the current classic version or Lightning version first, and then they'll introduce the Lightning Report Builder. So all the features that I'll be talking about, you would have already seen in classic or the current report builder. So you can do bucketing of your columns. Like let's say if your opportunities, if you want to categorize your opportunities based on amount ranges, like from $0 to $10,000 opportunities, you want to categorize into low section or low category, and 10,000 to 1 million you would say into medium, then anything above 1 million if you say into high category. Then you can do all these categories within your report. You don't need to create a new custom field or formula field. So you can just use bucketing within a report and build those categories within a report. And you can use sort based on that bucket column. You can also sort and filter, and you can do grouping also based on this. And cross filters, this is an existing feature in classic. Now they are moving into Lightning as well, Lightning Report Builder. So you can filter based on your related objects as well, not just the current object that your report is built on. So this is another similar feature, summary formulas. You can build your formulas and then do all the maths within the Salesforce, within the reports itself. So you don't need to create a new formula field. Other minor report enhancements are like I've talked about time fields, right? So those you can display now in reports using the time format that you have. It will display as a time format, not like it would not display like just numbers. It would display in time format now. And when you're copying a report, you have the option to make it private, public, or move it into a folder. So these three, when you clone a report, you have these three options to choose from, three radio buttons. So you have to choose from, and you can make them into the right folder. So the Lightning report builder enhancements are similar to classic, as I said. So nothing new there. Dashboard enhancement, that are quite new. I would show them. I have access to this, so I'll be able to show a few of the features for them. So similar to Lightning themes, they have introduced dashboard themes as well. So you can change your color themes for your entire dashboard. And there are 14 different color palettes that they have given us. So you can choose from whatever you want. And so not just the entire dashboard, you can change your theme for your each individual component within the dashboard itself. So let me show you this. So I'm in one of my dashboards, opportunity dashboards. So this is my one of the components. This dashboard has only one component. Let me refresh this. So if I open this dashboards, okay. So another new feature is if you click on this, you get to view the full picture of this. And if it's a donut report, you can see your amount and record count as well together. Earlier, if you're using a donut chart or something, you will not be able to see two together. You'll only see the amount, and now you can see both count as well. And you have an option to download as well. If you download this chart, you can save it as an image. So you can, if you want to share it via email or to send it to someone, you can, instead of taking screenshot, you can just download this as image. It would show exactly as this, and it will be a PNG image, .png image. So then you can use this to share with others. So talking about themes, so if I click on edit, and if I click on edit, so I want to change the theme for this component alone. So I click on this edit icon here. These are the normal options here. If you scroll down, then you have themes here. So you can choose a dark theme here. So the background changes, all the font color changes. And if you click on update, so this is how it would look like. You can just save and click done. So this is how your dashboard would look like with a different theme. You can change the themes as well. And another new feature that introduced is, if you see at the bottom, view report opportunities. So opportunities is my report name. Earlier it would just show view report. It will not show you the report name. So now it will show the report name as well. So you don't need to click on it and see what report they are using in this dashboard. So it will be displayed directly here. And okay, other features I'll talk when I'm there. So this is for dashboard themes itself. So for dashboard themes, you need a permission to be assigned to that user. Change dashboard colors is another setting in your profile. So you have to assign that to the profile. Then they'll be able to see this, make changes to the dashboard colors. And Lightning dashboard tables. So if you're using tables in your currently classic or Lightning version, those are normal classic tables. This is Lightning table. So the difference is you can add up to 10 columns in this Lightning table, and it would display 200 rows at a time. And if you want to view the full report, then you have to click on that view report. And so earlier there was no tables were not supported in dashboard. So now you have the option to have tables as well. And subscribe to dashboards. So if you subscribe to dashboard, you will get email alerts, and you can subscribe up to 5 dashboards. And if you subscribe, let's say if it's a filter dashboard, you would still get a full dashboard. There's some limitations on that. So, but still you will be able to subscribe dashboards, and you would get the entire results in your emails. So if you're using dynamic dashboards, the subscription is not, it doesn't support subscription yet. And you can share your dashboards on Chatter. So when you click on that share button, it will give the option to share on Chatter, and you can mention your users whom you want to send this to, share with. And it will also display a preview of the dashboard that you're sending it. So you can just review and add your own text with all the formatting that is there, and then send it, share it on Chatter with them. Some other minor enhancements in dashboards, as I said, when you view report button, now it shows the source report name also. So it doesn't just, you don't need to click on the dashboard and see the report inside it. It will show the report name. And you can download the chart images. It will display as, you will download it as an image. And then you can select the chart legend position also. Earlier it was already fixed on your right hand side. Now you can change it to right or left or bottom also. As I said, for donut charts, we are now displaying both totals and percentages. So the features which are not yet available for reports and dashboards is all these three. Joint reports is not yet available in Lightning Experience, and the row limit filters are not yet also available, and dashboard settings menu is also not yet available in Lightning Experience. Okay, this was the activity reminders earlier I was talking about. This is in your personal settings. You can change the time when you want to be reminded about. So the subscribe option on your dashboard is this. So if you click on subscribe here on the right hand side, you can schedule it to be daily, weekly, and what time you want to send it to be. and you can have different combinations on this to subscribe to this dashboard. You can add more components and you can adjust the width and all. And if you click on edit, and the new feature that they were talking about is the legend position. It can be right or bottom, so it would show it in the bottom section. And if you update, if it's not fully visible, you can of course extend this, and you can extend it however you want. So you can adjust based on your own dashboard size. So I think that's all from Lightning reports and dashboards. We have seen full Lightning features and the Lightning reports and dashboards as well. Few resources highlights I've all mentioned in my blog itself. You can find it in sfdcfanboy.com under releases section. And the Salesforce has this full release PDF also. You can download. It's 437 pages. So I've gone through all of them and highlighted this and made this PPT out of from that. So, and there's a HTML version also. You can use that if you want to. Yep, that's all from my side. If you have any questions, maybe you can put up. If I can answer, I'll try to answer.
All right, Manish. Yes, I've got a couple of questions. So one thing, you talked about the new URL format. So is that format also includes the prefixes? So in Classic, we used to have the prefixes, right? So account /001, 003, something like that. So is that something also included?
Yes. So no, the domain would remain the same. So the domain will not change. Only the other part would change. If you see the old one, this is one.app. So the domain name, whether it's AP9, NA9 or NA6, that would still be same. Only this part would change, the remaining.
Got it. Got it. Thank you. Guys, if you have any more questions, you can either type in the chat window or you can either speak out. Let's try to be brief so that we don't keep Manish awake too long. But
it's okay.
Yes. But yeah, if you have any questions about any, so Manish, this has been a beautiful slide. Thank you very much. This was, this was tons of information, around 400 pages of information that you have shared with us in not more than 50 slides. This is definitely a beautiful overview of Spring 18. Guys, any questions? Go forward, don't shy.
Maybe they're watching India South Africa match. Is it done?
Oh, all right. So I'm not much of a cricket guy, so that's why I think I've missed that. Okay, there's a match. Oh my God. My apologies, guys. I have been keeping you away from the match. All right. So Manish, if you can go through a couple, I think there are a couple more slides. If you can go through them, just, maybe at least your slide where you're asking, where you mentioned your blog and everything.
Yeah. So you can follow me on Twitter. Anywhere SFDC fanboy, if you see that, it's me. And you can follow me on LinkedIn as well. Manish Thaduri, it's my full name. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you, Manish. And guys, again, go ahead and follow New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group on Twitter. That is at the rate New Delhi SFDCDUG. The meetup.com, you can directly go to meetup.com and search for New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group. You'll be able to find this link. And then Success Community, you've got this bit.ly link, and then I've got another bit.ly link that I've shared a couple of places. You can also join the Success Community or the Trailblazer Community. It's one and the same now. It earlier used to be called Success Community. Now it is called Trailblazer Community. You join the group there. So I'll make sure. So there are a lot of channels where all this information that we're sharing, guys, needs to be put on. I try to keep up and try to keep all the channels updated. But yes, the primary channel, the two channels that are definitely going to be updated is the, first of all, from a communication point of view, the meetup.com group. So please join that if you want to keep yourself updated of any offline or online Salesforce Saturday sessions or meetups that we have scheduled as part of New Delhi Salesforce Developer Group or Salesforce Saturday group. So please join that group. And also, if you want to keep yourself updated, the second priority, or maybe the same priority that will be given to the Trailblazer community group. So why I am pushing on the Trailblazer community is, once you get, because I see a lot of people still not on Trailblazer community, and they are missing out on a lot of good stuff. So please come on Trailblazer community, join the New Delhi group. There are other hundreds of groups, certification groups, for technical architect certification. There's a group for Service Cloud, Sales Cloud, Lightning Experience, Community Cloud, Commerce Cloud, you name it, and there's a group there. And you have some awesome people, product managers who have actually developed these functionalities available. They are answering people's questions and taking up their concerns. So there's nothing like that kind of environment. You'll not get that kind of ecosystem anywhere else rather than Trailblazer community. So that's why I'm saying just go ahead and join the Trailblazer community. All right, Gresh, Manish, that's it, I think, from your side, right?
Yep.
Is there any other update you would like to share with everyone?
Nothing much, I would say. Yeah.
Got it. No, thank you. No, I'm really thankful to you, and I'll definitely be reaching out to you because I see that you'll have some more awesome sessions that you could share with the New Delhi community, and then we are trying to get the engagement up every time so that more and more people can join in. And definitely, so what I'm also being trying to do is not just part of New Delhi. So every session we organize, all the Salesforce Saturday sessions all over India, we try to communicate locally and try to spread the word locally in our local groups as well, so that more people, because this is online, everybody and anybody can join, so that more people can join in. So that's the plan, and we are going to stick to that plan in 2018. And yeah, we are going to take this Salesforce Saturday thing, online and offline both, to a new level. So guys, that's the major update I wanted to share with you. Thank you for joining in this late. And yeah, I'll be sending out a survey to you guys to kind of take your opinion exactly what time is suitable for you for Salesforce Saturday sessions. Obviously, Saturday will be the day we'll be doing it, but the timing is definitely I'm a little keen on. And thank you, Manish. Thank you. You're there in Singapore so late. But yeah,
thanks for inviting also. Yeah.
No. Thank you for sharing this. All right, guys. Again, you can reach out to Manish via Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn if you have any specific questions. That's it from our side. I'll be sharing the PPT and the recording, guys, very soon. Yes, not very soon, but actually tomorrow itself, I'll be going ahead and putting it. And Manish, I'll also be sharing the recording and the PPT already have, and you can go ahead and put it on your blog. So at least that's going to be the place where people can go ahead and check out this whole stuff.
Yep.
All right, guys. So if there are no more questions, we'll see you at the next Salesforce Saturday. Thank you, Manish. Thank you, guys. You have a good evening ahead. See ya. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye.